ॐ शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्। यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुः सुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः।
Bhagavad Gita, Shankara Bhasya. We are studying 18 chapters, verse 67. Please read the verse 67.
Idam tena tapaskaya na bhaktāya kadācana na ca shushrūṣave vāchyam na ca mam yobhyasūyati.
Now, having completed the teaching of Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Krishna is giving what is called as Shastra Sampradaya Vidhi. Vidhi, a sacred injunction, a rule to the teacher who is teaching. In the sense, to whom this knowledge can be imparted, who is the fit student to learn this Adhyatma Shastra, knowledge about oneself, knowledge about Ishvara, knowledge about the entire Jagat. What is the underlying principle in these three, Jiva, Jagat, and Ishvara? Because in gaining its knowledge, our highest Purushartha, the highest accomplishment in human embodiment, which is the last accomplishment in the entire cosmos, that can be gained. So who are those now who are eligible to receive this knowledge? We have seen this verse in general. Now we'll see the Bhasya. Idam Shastram.
Idam Shastram Te Tava Hitaya मया उक्तं संसार विच्छित्तये।
Idam. This, what is this? Shastram. This teaching of entire Bhagavad Gita from Ashocha Anandvashochastam, second chapter, up to Mahashuchaha, here 18th chapter, 66th verse. This entire teaching, te, that is to you. To you means what? For what? Te, tava hitaya, for your final good. There will be many things, good things in life we have to accomplish, but this is the final good, having accomplished which there is nothing that needs to be accomplished. The finale of human accomplishment, Purusharthas. Tava hitaya, for your good. Maya uktam, this is taught by me to you. And what is that you are good? Samsara vichittaye, to end this samsara. Vichitti, to destroy this samsara once forever, never to return. Samsara, our limited existence in terms of wielding different bodies repeatedly. Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janane jatare shayana. No end to it. Our great Punyatma he may be. So long as identified the body, no freedom from Janma Marana Rupa Samsara. Samsarati, always on the change. So maybe in between some joys are there, but it is a constant, continuous parade of sorrows. If not anything, at least Janma and Marana, the birth and the death, at which time the sorrow is at its peak. So to end this cycle of Janma Marana Samsara, which I have taught you, the question comes, to whom this knowledge can be given? Whom this teaching can be taught? That is there, for that, these are the people to whom you can teach. Continue.
अतपस्काय तपोरहिताय न वाच्यम इति व्यवहितेन संबध्यते।
Idam te na tapaskaya. That is na atapaskaya. Who is atapaska? See, tapaska, then na tapaska, atapaska. Na atapaska. Like this, double negatives are there. So that is atapaskaya. Atapaskaya means taporahitaya. One who doesn't take to tapas. Last time we have seen in detail tapas as the varna acharana of varna ashrama dharma. The practice of conduct as per one's, that is ashrama, status in life, and varna, that is the category to which he belongs in terms of the chatur varna. So the one who doesn't pursue that, doesn't perform them, he is the atapaskaha. One more, some more meaning in tapas can also be taken. Tapas as the one who does the anusthana, performance, practice of yama, niyama, etc. Yama, as per Patanjala Yoga Sutras. Yama signifies ahimsa, not harming anyone, not only humans, even other living beings. Satyam, speaking the truth. Asteya, not stealing others' wealth. No chori, asteya. Then comes the brahmacharya. Brahmacharya, both celibacy and also living as life of studious discipline with the acharya in the Gurukula. Aparigraha. Aparigraha is non-acceptance of bhoga sadhanas, means of enjoyment other than minimum necessities of life, other than bare minimum food, clothing, and shelter. Other than this, non-acceptance of any other means of enjoyment. Also, aparigraha is not hoarding. This applies not only to a mumukshu or a sannyasi, but others also in the sense. In this public world, we can acquire things which are needed by us to the extent of our necessities. Beyond that, we have no right to take to them, even though we have got capacity. When they say, I earn, who are you to ask me? Good, you earn. But this is public property. Public property given by Ishvara for all, not you with this. And Bhagavata says, if you misappropriate more than your necessity, you are a thief. Huh? You are a thief. You have no right to do that. So this should be kept in mind. That is what the Mahatma Gandhiji said. This world has got more than enough to cater to the need of one and all. But it doesn't have enough to cater to the greed of even one. Greed has no limit. Need, necessities are defined. So therefore, one should take to the extent that is necessary. Huh? If you are able to acquire more, share with others who are in need. There are people who need them. Minimum things. No 2 square meals they can have. Going to bed on empty stomach, very bad. It speaks bad of the society. It speaks bad of the nation. No one should go to sleep on empty stomach. So therefore, here it is atapa, that is what is called as aparigraha. Take to the extent that is necessary for your life. Over here is for the mumukshu or for sannyasis, etc. But it applies to all. aparigraha. So that is how yama. Niyama is shaucha, cleanliness externally, cleanliness internally in terms of mind, what all going on in the mind. Raga, Dvesha, Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Mada, Matsara, these are all dirty things as far as the mind is concerned. Clean them off. That means let them be cleansed. That is Shaucha. Santosha. Santosha here is delight in terms of contentment. Yathalabha paritushti. Being happy with whatever that has come, yatha, as per the past, prarabdha. Then comes tapas. We have seen tapas. Swadhyaya. Swadhyaya is, in this, as per the Patanjali Yoga Sutra, is taking to japa of Gayatri or any other mantras. Swadhyaya. Swadhyaya also can mean study of Vedas, recitation of Vedas. But as per the Patanjali Sutra, it is the Gayatri mantra, etc., taken to the japa of it. So that is how. Then comes, according to them, Ishvara Pranidhana. Surrender to Ishvara. Surrender to Ishvara. Adi, etc. Adi for Daivi Sampat. Imbibing the divine qualities. Removing Asuri Sampat. So like this. So that is one who doesn't have such type of tapas. Unto that, Navacham, you are not supposed to teach. Arjuna, you should not teach. Now, from where that Navacham, idam te na tapaskaya, na bhaktaya is there. Vacham is not there. Shankara points out, it is there separately mentioned. Iti means this Navacham, this phrase is what has to be connected here. How? From where it has come? From where it gets connected? Vyavahitena sambadhyate. So with this phrase, Navacham, which is Vyavahita. Vyavahita means separately placed, or which is interrupted by some intervening things. Now, na tapaskaya and na vacham, there are other many what phrases are there. So you have to go to the na vacham phrase. With that phrase, this phrase gets connected sambandhati. Further, to whom it should not be taught. Continue.
तपस्विनेपि अभक्ताय गुरौ देवे च भक्तिरहिताय कदाचन कस्यांचित् अपि अवस्थायां न वाच्यम्.
Now there may be persons who is tapasvin, who does varnashrama karma regularly, yamanema, etc. are there, eligible, and yet tapasvine api, even if that person is tapasvi, but if he is abhaktaha, abhaktaya, the one who is not a bhakta, bhakta, we have got bhakti with respect to what? Say, Gurau Devecha Bhakti Rahitaya. The one who doesn't have that bhakti, that love, shraddha, attitude of trust in who? The Gurau. This Guru, Acharya, with teaching. Not only that, Devecha. In Deva, within Deva, God. What is a God? Because see, Deva is a Sanskrit word. They translate in English as God. You say God, what the word God means gets defined by the concept of divinity principle in the West, from where the language English has originated. But in that culture, this God principle is not that much clearly defined, maybe somewhere, but it is not very clearly defined as we find in our Bharatiya Adhyatma Shastra from Vedas, Upanishads, and Shrutis onward. So therefore, Devecha, in that Deva, divinity principle, Ishvara, I think I've told you once something. How the Deva word is defined as given by none other than Bhagavan Shiva, taught to sage Vasishta. Akritrimam anadyantam devanam deva uchyate. This principle, devanam, that which is splendorous, bright and brilliant. Same time it is akritrimam, na kritrimam. Kritrimam is generally translated as artificial. Kritrimam also means fictitious. Fictitious in the sense that which is unreal, that which is imaginary, that which is truly not there, though seen. Akritam means anything that is unreal in the sense earlier it was not there, in between it appears to be there, later is not going to be there. Adavanteja yannasti vartamanepi tattatra. The beginning and the end, which is not there in between, though it appears to be there, truly not there. Na adyantam, anadyantam, which is no adi beginning or also cause. Adi also means cause. Generally, we translate anadi as beginningless. True. But also it is anadi means causeless, which is not an karya, which is not an effect of any cause, which is not produced by something which is the cause. Anadi. No adi antam, no antam, anantam. Everlasting, never subject to destruction, ever existent in nature. What is that principle? Devanam. Not unreal, real. No beginning, end, no cause or no destruction. Devanam. Devanam means that which is splendor, brightness. Immediately our mind goes where? To light. It is not so. Because why? Light has got a adi anta. Physical light. It cannot be. Adi anta is there. So then you have to see it figuratively. In the sense, what does the light do? Physical light. If light were not there, then darkness. In darkness, entire world is there. You are not able to see it. Light comes. All that were there get revealed to you in terms of perception, seeing. So therefore, light is that which makes you know the form, rupa. Likewise, that principle which enables you to know, to experience, that is Devanam. The principle which enables all of us, one and all, to know something, to experience something which needs to be the final knowledge principle. The principle which finally makes us aware of, which makes us experience, which makes us know. Come on. What is that entity? The entire cosmos, which is Satchum. Only one. What is it? Chaitanya. Chit Tattva. Pure awareness principle. Pure consciousness principle. That Devanam Uchyate. Of course, this is not possible for all to conceive, to know directly, because it needs a specific preparation on the part of the mind of the individual. How to gain them? To gain that, the Shastra presents to us the same Deva, the ultimate divinity principle, in terms of its form, akara, called Saguna Brahma. Chaitanya is Brahma. Chaitanya, Chit, and pure awareness principle, pure conscious principle, and Brahma are synonyms. So, this Brahman as pure Devanam is free from all attributes. Ashabdam, asparsham, arupam, avayam, ashabda, arasam, agandham. Shabda, sparsha, rupa, rasa, gandha, which are the only 5 features by which we can know the word. They do not belong to this Chaitanya. So therefore it is something which is imperceptible, atindriya. But the same principle also appears as saguna in terms of Parameshwara Tattva, Paramatma Tattva, with the form and name and all those. It is easy to grasp. So to take to that upasanas, meditation, know what is the reality, arrive at Devanam, Nirguna Swarup. So therefore, all that is stored in the Shastras are useful. Some directly, others indirectly, by making your mind eligible, ready to gain this knowledge. So that is being the case here. Bhakti, right? That bhakti, that love for that Deva, Ishra Tattva, ultimate reality principle. That is bhakti. Love for other things have got different names, but in our common usage, we use the word love for everything. I love the pussycat. I love the child. Fine. But there are certain different words that is not go into that now. So therefore, Gurau Bhakti, Deve Bhakti. Bhakti to that Ishvara Tattva, Parameshwara Tattva, who creates, sustains and destroys the Jagat, wherein me as the individual is there. So in that Bhakti, Rahitaya, one who doesn't have it, please don't teach that person. And then what? Kadachana, Kadachana Navacham. Never, never under any circumstances. Kadachana. That meaning of Kadachana is Kasyam Chit Api Avastha. Even under Api, even under any circumstances. What is under any circumstances? But that person will teach me. I will give you this much. Price is offered to you. Or under duress. Teach me, otherwise I will behead you. King, emperor. There are because once that power is there now, they lose their brain and they don't know what they do. So that Mahatma is so what? I'm the emperor. Come on, teach me. Otherwise I will behead you. Even at that time, don't do that. It happened. The Mahatma was coming to the royal court and the king was devoted to him. One day it happened to the king. I should know this Brahma. Then he requested. The father said, okay. But he was never serious about it. The king was repeatedly requesting. And the Mahatma also repeatedly yes, but never taught. That power went. What does he think? Who am I? I'm the king. I got the power. Yeah. Look, either next time you teach or be ready to behind the bars. Mahatma went. Mahatma didn't turn up for a long time. Finally, one day he appeared. King is sitting on the throne in the royal court. And this Mahatma went and hugged a pillar in the court and tightly hugged and started shouting, "Leave me, leave me, leave me." In the court, king is sitting. The king was surprised. What is happening? Again shouting, "Leave me, leave me, leave." You wondered whether this Mahatma has lost his brain. कुछ गड़बड़ हो गया क्या? The king came to that Mahatma. Mahatma, what are you doing? He said, what? This pillar is holding me. Maharaj, the pillar is not holding you. You are holding the pillar. Is it so? I see. Yes, yes. I'm holding. Maharaj, O king, like that, you are holding to this samsara. Unless you live it, I can't do anything at all. You wanted knowledge now? You be ready first. So, under any circumstance, it happened also in the case of Dadyang Muni. Dadyang Muni. Indra, Devendra, king of God. There is something called Brahma Vidya. He went to this stage. Dadyang Muni started teaching. And he knows he's a king. Devendra, king of God. All luxuries and all that. Mind steeped in bhoga, what it can know yoga. A mind totally covered in the sense pleasure, it's impossible to gain Atmanya Brahman. So therefore, he started highlighting the importance of Vairagya and condemning this hankering for bhogas, sense pleasure. This Indra, because there are many Indras, because it is a post for a Manvantara. So, didn't receive it properly. What this sage thinks? Should I give up all these bhogas, sense pleasures? There is something wrong with this knowledge. And he got so annoyed and got up and told Dadyang Muni, look, don't impart this knowledge to anyone. Don't teach this to anyone. If you teach, your head will not be over the shoulder. Indra, what Dadyang Muni can do? Indra went. सब भूल गया आत्मज्ञान ब्रह्मज्ञान. What this fellow is thinking? Asking me to give up all bhogas, sense pleasures. Right, wrong attitude. Then it happened. Ashwini Kumaras, the twin physicians of the heaven, physicians and surgeons also. They were disciples of the Dadyang Muni. And the Dadyang Muni, I found them not totally ready to get this knowledge, because they need some chitta ekagrata, concentration of the mind, single pointedness of the mind. So he recommended them certain upasanas. You do this upasana and then come to me, I will certainly teach you. I will teach, don't worry, I will teach you. But you are not ready for that. For that Shraddha, they were upasana. After upasana, they came, Bhagavan, please teach me. Meanwhile, this episode has happened with the king. The Dadyang said, look, I will keep my word. I will teach you. Unfortunately, it will not be completed. Moment I start teaching you, Indra is going to behead me. Where is the teaching further? Who are the students? Everly physicians and surgeons. He said, Bhagavan, no problem. We have got solutions for that. What is that? We are surgeons. See, nowadays these heart transplanters have come. They were capable of doing head transplant. See, head transplant, not ordinary. What is the solution? See, you start teaching. Indra will come and behead you. We'll keep here one horse ready. The moment he does it, we will transplant the head of the horse to you, and your head will be transplanted to the horse. Indra has given threat, only he can do only one, second time he can't do. Afterward, what? Retransplant. You will restore. But this involves undergoing a lot of trauma, pain on the part of who? The Muni. The Shruti praises him to keep his words. He said yes. He was ready to undergo the trauma of not one transplant, double transplant. Once, horses, again restoring. Shruti praises a capable acharya, teacher, should see to it that this knowledge is imparted to a fit, eligible student under any circumstances. At the same time, if this eligible person is not there, under no circumstances it should be imparted. That's what is told here. So that is how Kadachana, that no is there. Kasyamchit apyavasayam. Under any circumstances, Navacham should not be taught. Further, all possibilities are given. Means to whom it is taught. Continue.
भक्तः तपस्वी अपि सन् अशुश्रूषुः यः भवति तस्मै अपि न वाच्यम्.
See, there is a person, tapasvi, take it mark, yes. Bhakta, yes. But what? Something is lacking. What is the Bhaktaha tapasvi api san. Even though the person is a devotee and tapasvi, as we have seen so far, that Bhakta Guru Deva both. Ashushrushuhu yaha bhavati. Yaha, the one bhavati happens to be Ashushrushu. Na shushrushu is ashushrushu. We shushrushu. Shushrushu word can be taken, can be derived in two ways. Both meanings are applicable. One is shrotum ichuhu shushrushu. The one who is eager, desirous of listening to the teaching. Who is eager to get this knowledge and he wants to conduct inquiry as per the teaching. No shushrushu, one has no desire at all. Devotee, tapasvi, but Vedanta chichi. No interest. Better don't teach. It will not work. No, they are devoted to Mahatmas. They do his seva, etc. But if Adhyatma is given, they straight away go to Samadhi. With Samadhi, sleep. No interest. So that is an unfortunate thing. Having come to a Kamadhenu, that heavenly cow, which can grant anything. or a kalpavriksha, wish-fulfilling tree. They don't make use of it. Anyway, that's one thing. Other is sevitum ichu shushushu, for the desire to serve the master. It is necessary because that service to the master increase the shraddha and make the mind tuned to the mind of the teacher. In such mind, the flow of knowledge can take place from the master to the disciple. So that also is necessary. That is eagerness to listen, to conduct this inquiry of Atma and Atma Vichar. Again, that disposition to serve the master, which gives subservient attitude. So one who doesn't have this, better don't teach. Tasmai api na vachyam means tasmai api, even to that person. Who is that? Tapasvi, bhakta, but no shushusha, no desire to do. Don't teach. Continue.
न च यः मां वासुदेवं प्राकृतं मनुष्यं मत्वा अभ्यसूयति आत्मप्रशंसादि दोषाध्यारोपणेन मम ईश्वरत्वम् अजानन् न सहते असौ अपि अयोग्यः तस्मै अपि न वाच्यम्.
See, to whom all it should not be taught, one by one is given. With this person now, new person, whom it not be taught. Nacha yaha ma abhyasuyati. With mam, me. Whom does it refer? Not simply Krishna. Krishna as Ishvara Tattva. Krishna as Paramatma Tattva. Who is he? Shastra Kartaram. Me, the Ishvara, the overlord of all, who is the author of Shastra. Shastras have come from Parameshwara in the form of Vedas. And same thing are present in terms of Smritis, etc. Vedas, Upanishads, and all. So therefore, Mam, with this Mam, Shastra Kartaram, me Ishvara, who is the author of all the Shastra. And a person who, what does he do? Envies me, who is jealous of me, and to that person don't teach. Why? Let us see. Mom, who is me? Vasudeva. Literally, Vasudeva means Vasudeva Sutta, Krishna. But etymologically, it means the divinity principle, me, Deva, which abides in all. The Antaryami of all. The Atma, the ultimate I principle in all. That Paramatma Tattva. If you wish, you can take what like Krishna Tattva. But you have that Krishna consciousness. But don't forget about the consciousness and don't hook to Krishna only. What do you mean the Krishna consciousness? The real nature of Krishna. The true I in Krishna, which is the true I in you also, is only Chit Tattva, Chaitanya Tattva. Devanam, Deva. Vasudevam, he Parameshwara. Now what they do, think that, oh, this Krishna, son of Vasudeva, he like us all. What greatness about him? He boasts too much. They don't understand what he says. They misunderstand him. He is praising himself. He boasts himself, etc. Not knowing what actually means what by his statement. same Prakritam. They think that what me, Vasudeva, is Prakrita, Sadharana, common folk, like us only. What greatness of Krishna? Like us only. That they think. Prakritam Manusham, having considered me, who is Paramatma Sarupa, Parameshwar Sarupa, as avatar, I take this form, not knowing my real nature. What they say? Considering me as a common man like any other, because I have got 2 legs, etc. So not considered. Abhyasuyati. Abhyasuyati envies me, is jealous of me, the Paramatma, Parameshwar. Why? There's got reason. What is that? Atma prashamsa adi doshadhyaropanena. By such leveling such defects, shortcomings in me. What is that? Atma prashamsa adi. Atma prashamsa. Praising oneself. Like that. Sarva dharman parityajya mam ekam sharanam vrajya. Mam ekam sharanam vrajya. Surrender to me alone. Who is this person? Asking us to surrender to him. What do you think of him? Not knowing how. Mama Ishwaratvam ajanan. Not knowing my Ishwaratvam, my overlordship, my power to what? Master everything. Considering with an ordinary person, not knowing this. When he says, Mame Ekam Sharanavraja, he doesn't know. Again, Matta Parataram Kinjit Nasti. There's nothing superior to me. Bhagavan has said, who is this to say all these things? So, not knowing what it means, not knowing my Ishara Shilatva. Ishara Shilatva means what? That capacity to rule over everyone. So that is, yes. Mama Isharatam Ajanan. Not doing. Na Sahati. So he is what? Not able to tolerate my statements. Consider me as a common person. No, sir. Even that person, who is that person who fulfills all earlier qualifications, but cavils at me, envies me, is jealous of me. Asawapi, even this person, even though earlier qualifications are there, ayogya, not fit, means Shastropadeshanarha. Narha doesn't deserve to receive Shastropadesha, teaching of this Gita Shastra, teaching of Adhyatma Shastra, teaching of Vedanta. So Ayoga. And therefore, Tasmayapi, even to such person also, Navacha, never teach. He thinks that Krishna is a person of self-praise. He praises himself, not knowing my real nature as Parameshwara. Some people translate this permission. Supreme Godhead. So long as it is able to convey in reality, but you should know what it is. What is that Ishvara? You should know clearly. Because words, and some words are not general. They can mean many things. In the context, what exactly is meant has to be taken from, not from the language, from Shastra. Now the question comes, don't teach this person, don't teach that person, don't teach that person. Whom to be taught? Like now our Ayurvedic diet restriction, Pathya, Ayurveda. Don't eat this, don't eat this, don't eat. खाने का क्या? What we eat, that comes. So you are saying, don't teach this person, don't teach that person. To whom to be taught? Means this is what Bhagavan means. Continue.
भगवती अनसूयायुक्ताय भक्ताय तपस्विने शुश्रषवे अनसूयवे च वाच्यं शास्त्रम् इति सामर्थ्यात् गम्यते.
Iti samarthyat gam. Based on what Bhagavan has said, samarthyat means fitness, proper fitness of things what he has told. Based on that, this is what is understood. But he is all whom not to be taught. Whom to be taught is implied in that. You have to teach to such person. With the Bhagavati Anasuya Yuktaya. Anasuya means Asuya Vimukta. One who doesn't have envy or jealousy towards me, Parameshwara. To him it is to be taught. Not only other qualifications must be there. Number one, who does, you go the reverse way now. One who doesn't have asuya, envy, jealousy toward Parameshwara, Ishvara. Number two, bhaktaya, one who has got devotion to Acharya and Ishvara Deva. Then tapasvini, the one who is tapasvi, both ways. Varnashrama dharma takes to Yamanayam, etc. are there. And Daivi Sampati is there. Shushrushavi, one who is keen on learning this. One who is dedicated to the service of the master. Anasuyavi, one who has no asya, see, this envy, jealousy is such a trait, difficult to get rid of. Even among seekers who are advanced, this is there. To be very careful about. Anasuya, one who has no asuya. Cha vacham, cha shastra. This teaching to be taught to him. It is so samarthya gamyate. Is understood based on the context and the fitness of the things. Take into account what exactly was meant by Bhagavan Sri Krishna when he said to such and such persons it should not be taught. Why? They will not get it. Waste of time of the Acharya, waste of time of that, plus they may misunderstand also. And it will not bless them. Better don't teach. Now, in this context, elsewhere more the qualification are called Samskriti. That also Bhashyakara brings and tells. That means even if these persons have got this further qualification, if they lack what is told so far, don't teach. They have got this, what is the features told here, and that also do teach. Let's see that.
स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्ताम् न्यायेन मार्गेण महीमहीषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यम् लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितः ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ